a lot of different opportunities. Like the crazy thing about it is, it's funny how life works, man. Like, look, if you check this.
Oh, we got Classic here. Can you tell everybody who you are, what you represent, what you've been up to?
What's the word? It's your boy Klasic. I'm a music producer coming out of Los Angeles, California. The first record I ended up producing was for Young Buck on Straight Outta Cashville, Bonafide Hustler. The second record I ended up doing was 50 Cent, Smile I'm Leaving. Worked with Kid Ink, Kass, Crooked Eye, a lot of people, man. So, music production and content creation is what I'm into right now.
Of course, content creation is everybody's lifeline if you are monetizing on your pages. If you are not, you are just on the internet. Shout out to everybody that's in my chat. Make sure y'all liking the show. Y'all know we monetize over here. So if and ever you want to get some lovely merch, you know what I'm saying, make sure you click that link down there. And also support the show by sharing it to someone who needs to hear some good music today. And also the good word in lovely university. The music business has always been a business. Some people just take it as a hobby, I guess, you know what I'm saying? If you don't get paid for it, it is a hobby to you. But this is not a hobby over here. So if you really want to learn some little portions of the game that will help you get to the bag, your bag, because, we already know what we need to do over here. We learning every day, you know what I'm saying? How to get more, because the internet, of course, how the music industry and the labels are running the business, they got the numbers rigged already. So if you're not promoting and hustling and doing what you got to do, don't rely on them fake numbers. Don't rely on them fake bots. Don't rely on the followers. It's all about hustling. So tell us, Classic, how do you keep your, music and everything, going forward?
Well, first of all, like you said, we can't really rely on the bots. So the main thing that you have to do is go out there and network. Either it's doing it the old-fashioned way by going to different locations and being on site, or you can do it online. And to be honest with you, both ways is really working right now. It's so much opportunity out there. It should be no reason why you're not monetizing what you have going on. There's a niche for any and everybody. So definitely, I believe networking is one of the main sources that will keep whatever you got going on alive.
Facts. So, if you have a business and somebody's telling you, oh my God, I always see this coming down my timeline. So fucking what? You know what I'm saying? Let them put it down the timeline because they advertising right now. You know what I'm saying? Let them put it down the timeline. And that means that brand, you know what I'm saying? They're branding right now. And that brand, you'll see it more and more. And once they blow up, you're going to be the one come back. Oh, I know them. And so that's what we want people to understand. You always come back after everything becomes so popular to everyone else. But you was onto it first. You didn't catch on to it because it was too new. So stop being afraid because somebody didn't say, oh, okay, your shit is hot. The next few people that you meet that are strangers are going to feel you, and then you're going to build your squad. So how do you build and network? Because you just said a great thing. Networking is the key. We're networking. You can, tell them how you network.
Well, right now, one of my main sources of networking, and before I get into that, you're definitely right about that. If you see somebody posting on your timeline, why don't you be the first to support them before the wave come through? And that's the problem. A lot of people do that on the back end. Once people start catching their wave, they want to support later. But when people really need you the most is when it's on the ground roots of everything. So as far as one of my main sources of networking, my YouTube channel, I got like 30,000 subscribers on there. I curate different shorts that talk about, historic hip hop events, current hip hop events. I make sure I try to, keep a nice keep track of the people that's coming through to my channel. Some people feel like they don't have time to write a comment back, but I believe if somebody took the time out to, write something on your channel or your video, whatever it is, take that time out, because you never know who they know. You never know how much of a fan they might become of your work. and that could lead to a lot of different opportunities. Like the crazy thing about it is, it's funny how life works, man. Like, look, if you check this,
Oh,
if you check
ah,
this out, I got my name signed on here, and I think this was
I
a
love
long
it.
time ago. If I'm not
West Coast
mistaken, I think I ran
Wednesday.
across you the first time
Mm-hmm.
at Summer Jam. And it was when I'm trying to think, like they had that big old basically a riot going on, and they kind of shut everything down. So
Mm-hmm.
that was before I even started making music. And then the second time, by the second time I met up with you at the Five Mics 1 year anniversary, I've already got a lot of my production credits together and everything. So it's funny how things come around full
Full
circle.
circle.
And
Full
every
circle.
time I met you, you kept it humble, you kept it positive, and you was very welcoming. So that's what I'm saying. You never know who is who, you never know who you're gonna run into. So
Mm-hmm.
it's always best to put your best foot forward when you're dealing with different people that show interest into your craft. So definitely YouTube is one of the platforms. X, Instagram, just whatever social media site that you feel like you're comfortable with. And even if you're not comfortable, try to learn a new skill,
Yeah.
because you never know where your opportunity is going to come from.
And a lot of our people are very talented, very funny. You might have your niche. Thank you, Freddie Benz. I appreciate you following us over here on Twitch. Thank you to all the new followers. When you have a talent, like if you can really speak in public, these are the things that you got to tap into. So now you've seen something happening on your block that what I'm saying, that's going to be on the news. You could be the first one to break the story. You could be the first one to be like, oh, I'm on my block right now, we're on the West Coast. And what I'm saying, if you're really good at speaking, now somebody is interested, because guess what, that you might be down the street from somebody else we know that's online. So now they like, what's up, Freddie? Now they like, okay, let me tap into this show when I start seeing something that's in the community. Okay. And it's not only that, it's like, now you can tap into something else. You brought everybody through. They're viewing your content now. You can go to something else. Do you cook? Now show them how you just prepared your lunch today, because that's what they want to see. I know that, you know what I'm saying? I know I don't really do it that much, but sometimes I do show y'all when I'm cooking. You know what I'm saying? And then I get a lot of views, you know what I'm saying? Because they like, damn, Miss Toya is actually cooking. You know what I mean? I know that
Uh-huh.
matters to some people that don't know if an artist really do be making their own food. Because in the past, when I used to talk at the schools and do stuff for my mom's job, AT&T, the kids would ask, do you even pump your own gas? You know what I'm saying? Like they want to know some real shit. They like, do you even, go to the gas station, the grocery store? I'm like, yeah, I just pump my own gas on the way here. You know what I'm saying? And then it let me know that once I got, bigger or more popular in this business, my job was to let people know you can still make it and be a genuine person. You know what I'm saying? I'm a human being. Of course, I'm going to go pump my gas if I'm low on gas and I got an appointment. Did y'all want me to make it to the school? Don't y'all? You know what I'm saying? So they was,
Exactly.
did you come in a limo? Not today. You know what I'm saying? I used to always be in a limo. But now I don't got time for that. So people need to see the balance, right?
Exactly. It's that relatability. When people see that you do, regular tasks just like everybody else, it kind of it connects them in a way to where they know that we're basically alike. We just got different paths of what we do. So definitely it might seem mundane and everything, but it's definitely good to do little things like that to connect with your audience for sure.
Okay, so everybody wants to know you a little bit better. Okay, can you tell them some fun facts? It's West Coast Wednesday. You got your poo shiesty on. They know it's a hood. It's a warrior situation over here. So just give us some background so everybody can get to know you better.
Well, shoot, like I said, music production. I first got my first music placement on Young Buck album, straight out of Cashville. Uh, a homeboy of mine, Bishop Lamont, is
Shout out to
crazy.
Bishop Vermont.
Yeah, shout out to Bishop, man, good dude. Did I didn't have any music equipment, so I made the beat on a PlayStation 2, and we found a way to record the audio and get it on a CD. So there was like a CD of like 18, 20 different records, And it was about like a week later after Bishop hooked up with 50, and I got a phone call, and they was asking like, "Hey, bro, like, did you do this record?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did it." So that was the start from there. And then I ended up getting on 50 Cent Curtis album with the Smile I'm Leaving record. And it just really snowballed from there. So just like straight out of high school, I've been, working on music. I took a little break because, I ended up getting shot and everything. But after that happened, I ended up working with Waka, Flocka, and, the likes of Kid Ink and a lot of other people. Shout out to, and rest in peace to my homeboy, Pop Gates. That was my manager that started off with everything. Now Pop Gates, he was a relative of Domino, the old school R&B artists and everything. So I've been doing this music stuff for a long time. So yeah, like that basically my start. And the passion for creating music and everything, that definitely kept me afloat throughout all the years.
Now I done made my chat hungry talking about my food. Some people do know because my producers know when they come around me, we eating good. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? they wilding out right now. I done made y'all hungry. Go get y'all snacks. Go get y'all, wine, y'all drinks, your jujus and wham-whams and all of that. And make sure y'all like the show. Of course, it's West Coast Wednesday. It's
Yes,
it's
sir.
always up over here on the west side. You know what I'm saying? Said I'm used, yeah, to be on Kid Ink heavy. Yeah, I mean, you said some classics right now. Is there some music we could play? You didn't even submit no music because I didn't even give you that link.
To be honest with you, if you want to, you can play, I guess, the Kass record I did. Because I like, you worried about copyrights and stuff, because if we played the 50 Cent song, then
I don't want to play those. I'd rather play the West Coast artists that you work with.
for sure. Well, yeah. Kass is called Upscale Ratchet.
Okay, it's on YouTube.
It should be on YouTube, yeah, for sure. Matter of fact, the music video's on YouTube, so you can check that out.
Okay, yeah. Upscale Ratchet, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I love Raz, and shout out to Raz. He's been a guest on the show as well. New album out. Shout out to Dina Ray. I got a song with Dina Ray. Man, Corrupt, you see, the world's so small, man. I love my bro. Shout out to Corrupt, and all my warriors on the west side. Let's go.
Yeah.
Upscale Ratchet right here on the Lovely Radio Show.
That's West.
Hey, man, so you gonna tell me 94.6 of y'all are not subscribed?
What are y'all doing? Hit that subscribe button and put notifications on all.
Now let's get to the video.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Are you a fan of my brand and want to show your support? Well, I got some awesome merch for you to check out today. I got everything from stylish t-shirts featuring my logo to cozy hoodies that are perfect for those chilly nights. And don't forget about the signature hats and mugs. Whether you heading out to a concert, running errands, or just hanging out with friends, my merch is the perfect way to show your love for the brand. And the best part, I got some exclusive deals and discounts going on right now. So what you waiting for? Head over to the store, grab your favorite item before they gone.
Yo, you now rocking with classic music. Now what I want you to do is hit that like, subscribe, and comment on this video. Yeah, let's get it.